Peyton Sellers wins not once but twice. Eric Winslow gets an emotional win, and some young blood show strength early in the season. All that and more coming up next on the recap. So Peyton Sellers wins. He leads the first race wire to wire, with young blood Landon Pimbleton finishing second. And in the second race, the field was inverted, so he took a little while to get up there to the front, but after a while, he was eventually able to do what he needed to do, and he sweeps both late model races. And it was also just a big weekend for Sellers, as Sellers affiliated teams won several of the races, with Nathan Cruz and Eric Winslow winning their respective divisions. So, speaking of Eric Winslow, and I'm going to try to get through this without tearing up and crying. So, for those of you who don't know, Eric Winslow lost his grandfather, Bobby Fleming, earlier this week. And as fate would have it, Saturday, which was the race, was his grandfather's birthday. And Eric decided that he was going to run this race in honor of his grandfather. And he did a really great job. Early on, it looked like it was going to be the Daniel Moss show. Daniel Moss won the first race pretty convincingly. He had a great big lead, and he did what he needed to do to win. But the second race, there was a field invert, and Eric Winslow took the lead, and he held on to that lead even though he didn't necessarily have the fastest car. He showed really a lion-hearted determination, and he just refused to basically let anybody pass him, and he just drove his heart out, and he got that win for his grandfather to honor him. And yeah, so that was just really awesome. So congratulations to Eric, and we're really proud of you, man. Okay, so it's hard to transition from that, but there were a couple of young bloods that showed some early strength. Landon Pimbleton, in only his second and third late model starts, was able to finish second in the first race and third in the first race. After winning his first ever late model start last year at Dominion, him and crew chief Craig Moore really seem to have gelled early on, and it looks like they both have a bright future. So look for a lot more wins to come from Landon Pimbleton and those guys. In some limited action, there was a guy making his first ever race in a stock car. He comes from the go-kart racing background. Ryan Joyner, he drove an absolutely amazing race. He was slinging that car around the track, Tim Richmond style, with just like crazy car control. It was very Tim Richmond-esque. It's like the only person I can think of off the top of my head that I've ever seen just sling a race car like that. He didn't have necessarily the best car, but he was not going to let that slow him down from at least trying to win the race. And he put on a great show in both races, racing for second and third. He really just gave it everything he had, and it was just really cool to watch. Like, he was slinging that thing around like a dirt car, so that was really fun to watch. All right, and that's all I've got for you today. So if you like the content, please subscribe down below and join the Facebook page. It really helps us out, and we really appreciate it. All right, thanks for your time. Peace.